And so it's kind of neat to have that season change, right? Oh, I brought something. I've shared this before with you all. Right up here. What are these? Can somebody read that for me? Jack, can you read that? What is it? Band-Aids. Does it say that, or what does it say? Whose bandages? Jesus bandages. Free prize inside. Discover the healing power of Jesus bandages. I've used this in the past before, but really what's inside are Band-Aids. Do you want to see one, Henry? Would you like to see a Band-Aid? I think maybe, have you ever used a Band-Aid before? How many of you have used a Band-Aid before? Excellent. Okay, so when you see somebody with a Band-Aid on, you can relate to the fact that there's a bandage and you've had one, and you know that there might be a cut or a scrape underneath. I know Mr. Bob shared with me this morning he has a new cut or scraping, and I felt compassion for him because I've fallen down and scraped up myself before. How many of you have fallen down? Okay, so we have this There are people who did not raise their hand. There are people in this room that have never fallen down. Maybe you're just slower this morning. But we all can relate to that. And so when we see somebody who has an owie, like with a Band-Aid on it, we feel compassion for them, right? We care about that. We hurt with them. As you become an adult, one of the interesting things is when you see a child who is hurting, you want to take that pain away. Oftentimes we even think, I'd rather have that pain than have that child go through that pain. I'll give you an example. And we've experienced this at the Day at the Beach. Some of you youth have gone to the Day at the Beach. I was at the beach one day, and a young girl was coming out of the ocean with her mom, and she did not do the stingray shuffle. And so what happened? She got stung by a stingray, and she was crying so loudly. She was in so much pain. And all the people in the parking lot came to find out what was going on, and people were rushing around trying to get hot water, because if you put your foot in hot water, it actually relieves the pain right away. It's amazing how that works. But she was in pain so much, and you know what? I heard everybody around saying, "Oh, I've been stung by a stingray. I know how bad that hurts. I wish I could take that pain away from her. I wish I could be the one who had stepped on the stingray, not this young girl." And you know why? Because partly those of us who've been through that experience know that it will subside, it will go away, that over time you will heal. And I think that's a good lesson for us in how Jesus is an example to us. We know that he suffered through a lot and went through a lot, even all the way to the cross. And one of the things that helps us is when we have a relationship with Jesus, we know that he's gone through the hardest times that we could ever imagine. And so if we know that Jesus has been through all of this, then we also know that Jesus is with us and guiding us and letting us know that he can get through all of these difficulties. And so many of us have gone through difficult times, and when we see somebody else going through a difficult time, we want to stand beside them. We want to be there to be leaned on and care for others, because we've been through it too, and we want to be an example that you can make it through. And so that's what it means to be someone who has suffered, but then also serves as a servant, to be there for one another. And so I pray that as you think about somebody who gets an owie, you can say, you know what? I've been through that too. I know that hurts, but I know you'll heal, and I want to be with you, and I can be a part of your healing. Amen? Amen. And so I pray, as you go forth, let us look for how other people are experiencing life, and let us walk together and journey this life together, and we can make it through. God bless you today and every day. I'm going to send you with Miss Megan and to Sunday school class, and have a great morning.